GSA is a membership organization. Our purpose is to advance the science of aging with our membership. We work across disciplines to advance the field of gerontology. So we have physical therapists, occupational therapists, nurses, physicians, a lot of researchers in a lot of different areas around gerontology. GSA serves as a collaborator, a convener, and a communicator with our members and our partners. And so we work to bring people together. We work to communicate the science in a number of different areas. And we work across a variety of disciplines as collaborators. Human-animal interaction is important to GSA for several reasons. First, we have members who are interested in it, and therefore it's important to us. Second, because of that link to human social isolation. We know that there are certain life events that trigger social isolation in aging adults, disability, loss of a spouse, things like that. And so those bring with them consequences for health. And so human interaction is so fascinating because there's this possibility, this very real possibility from the research that's already been done, that it can decrease that social isolation and therefore impact the health risks that come with social isolation. And so GSA is interested in human-animal interaction because of that potential link and the potential ability to reduce the risks of health in some of these older adults. And so our interest is in advancing the science to better understand what the mechanisms are and how we can better use the research that's available and advance what we don't know to really impact on those risk behaviors. GSA has started working with Mars Waltham in this area of human-animal interaction. We have hosted a workshop in 2006 on the topic of human-animal interaction and how we can really advance the research agenda with older adults. And from that call to action, we've started talking with them about the possibility to really give out funding that would allow someone to advance the science very directly. And so we've been provided with funding for $50,000 for a GSA member who can work in the area of companion animals and look at the science and really answer some of the unknown questions. And so we have gone through a rigorous selection process. We have an awardee selected. They'll be announced at the International Association of Gerontology and Geriatrics meeting during the Human-Animal Interaction Special Interest Group. And so we're very excited to give out that award, to work with the awardee over the next 2 years and come up with some publishable research that shows some of the benefits of companion animals, hopefully. This is a new partnership with Mars Waltham. We had 17 applications for this award, and I think that really speaks to the interest among our members. We had such a variety of topics that people were interested in studying, such a variety of mechanisms that they thought would really impact healthy behavior and social isolation in older adults. And so there's a real potential among our membership for funding in the future and a lot of questions that they know need to be answered. And so it's exciting to see their interest in this area. And I think it really speaks to why we need to keep our interest group going, why we need to continue to have scientific sessions to share the research that we know about at conferences like IAGG and at our annual meetings. And so that's, I think that's what's really exciting about this award process.
You were at the session for the therapy dogs last night, and I'm wondering if you made some observations about that. Or
There was a gentleman who said it just opens up the window of opportunity for somebody to let their guard down and to have a really genuine interaction and conversation. And once that guard has been let down, it sort of frees you to move into your next interaction, whatever it may be, with just a little bit more lightness about you. And I thought that was really, that was a keen observation of his. And that was true with everyone who stopped. Everyone's initial reaction is, dogs, and you see them get down on the floor and you see them play, and there's a lightness of spirit about them, and then they move on to the next part of their day, but they go with smiles on their faces, and you hope that reaches into the next part of their day, that happiness. I think what's so great about this award is that there is research out to show the benefits of human-animal interaction, and then there's some mixed research that shows perhaps no result, when you have companion animals. And so there are so many pieces and moving parts to the interaction that humans have with animals, the kinds of animals that they interact with, the quality of the interaction that they have. And so anything that we can do to show that any of those parts are truly beneficial, I think is important. That's what our GSA members do really well. They take these hypotheses that are important to them as researchers, that are important to them as gerontologists, and they look at the nitty-gritty details to figure out how and why it's working, and then implement that across the board in gerontology. So these are results that have the possibility to have real impact as we translate them in the research that's being done to our membership. GSA really looks forward to future Mars-Waltham partnerships in order to advance the science on this very important topic to our organization and to our members.